Welcome to Accommodate This. It's Thanksgiving week in the United States, so I wanted to post a video that was more in line with the spirit of the holiday. A video that acknowledges things so many of us are grateful for, or that we can be grateful for. The ideal of this holiday is actually quite beautiful. Thanksgiving is a holiday commemorating a gesture of peace, establishing a larger sense of community, and celebrating the idea that we are all better off when we come together instead of focusing on our differences. But this Thanksgiving in 2025 feels particularly poignant. There's so much division in our country right now: racial inequality, gender inequality, income inequality, class wars between the rich and the poor, abled and disabled, and political polarization. There's just tons of it. I'm grateful for many things in my own life, but I'm struggling to feel that larger sense of peace and community that is usually associated with this holiday. And my question today is, how can we truly celebrate gratitude and community when basic respect and dignity are still denied to so many? My foundational belief is this: all humans deserve a basic level of respect, dignity, and autonomy simply for being human. And I don't expect praise or reward for being respectful by default. That's the bare minimum, in my eyes, that's required for a functional society. And yet I've noticed some people insist on recognition just for not being mean, as if it's the same thing as an act of kindness or some praiseworthy achievement. And at the same time, others must earn that basic level of respect, dignity, and autonomy unless they possess certain superficial privileges. For me, the only thing that should divide us is how much we infringe on the rights of others. Your right to hate me is your right. But if that hate motivates you to make my life more difficult, I have a problem with you. After all, your right to swing your fist ends at the tip of my nose. Do what you want, but if your actions affect me and my rights to freedom, autonomy, and the pursuit of happiness, then you have overstepped. Now, speaking purely about race for just a moment, I am deeply concerned at how many white people worry about reverse racism, because it's essentially them admitting that they have privilege and they don't want equality to take that privilege away. The thought of giving others the same rights that I have never makes me heartsick because I don't see it as a loss on my part. But as a white cisgendered male in the United States, I have tremendous privilege, and honestly, my privilege often makes me feel sick and dirty. The shame isn't for my accomplishments. The shame is for being associated with those who insist that their privilege is more important than guaranteeing basic rights for all people. I'm so ashamed of the white people in my country who perpetuate this system. And I've often wanted to run up to people of color, hug them, and beg them for forgiveness on behalf of my entire race for all the crap whiteness has imposed upon them. I want to advocate for their rights, and I don't care if that means I won't be as special anymore. I want them to not have to worry about how badly they will be treated simply because of their skin color. I know I shouldn't feel shame for the things that I've earned, but It is shrouded by the knowledge that others who have tried just as hard, if not harder, have been denied access to the same benefits I've been privy to. I also acknowledge that I have experienced mistreatment for things I can't control, for being gay, for being disabled, for being unconvinced that there's a God. As an autistic person, my sense of justice is particularly strong, and seeing injustice for others makes me mourn. I'm grateful that I don't have to worry about many of the issues my family and friends face at every moment of every day because they happen to be women or people of color or transgender or visibly disabled. It forces me to ask, how can anyone possibly enjoy eating their own cake when there are people out there who are starving? This isn't a competition for supports. This is about acknowledging the systemic disadvantages others face and fighting for them, even if you yourself have to look outside of your family unit to find your own support. Imagine what is possible if we didn't have so many naysayers. Imagine what greatness could be achieved if people would simply get out of our way. Imagine the advancements in technology and health if we were all granted the resources necessary to achieve our fullest potential. I respect everyone equally, and I struggle to see how a man-made social hierarchy affords anyone more rights over another person, especially if I know they're causing harm. We should respect people first. You are expected to respect classes and titles and hierarchies more than people, and I think that's absolutely backwards. I understand the disappointment that comes with not receiving the respect you think you deserve. Now just imagine how much worse it must be for people who have fewer privileges, not because of anything they did, but simply because they were born brown or female or disabled. So, is it okay to feel good about being privileged when you know others are being treated less than? I believe we can feel good about what we've achieved while being offended by the injustice that keeps everyone else from having the same opportunities. I am disgusted with the white supremacy, misogyny, homophobia, and xenophobia that have taken hold of this country. I'm disgusted by the response to calls for DEI, Black Lives Matter, the Me Too movement, and all other outcries from marginalized groups simply asking for representation and basic respect. My greatest gratitude is that I still care about people despite how I have been treated, and I care enough about others to fight for better treatment for all. Now, my hope is that one day soon, we will stop being grateful for our privileges and start being grateful when we are all treated fairly and with the respect afforded to all people in all walks of life. So let's be kind to ourselves and to others. Celebrate your accomplishments, but more importantly, speak out when you see opportunities being denied to anyone, including yourself, because of bodily traits, ethnic origin, gender, sexual orientation, or any other qualities that we have no control over. It's our differences that add to the rich tapestry of life for all of us. And that's what Thanksgiving reminds us to celebrate. So happy Thanksgiving, and may the rest of your year be inspired by the spirit of this holiday. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and subscribe to see more content like this, or click on the video here to continue watching.